Hi, I'm Lim, and I'm a May 2022 IBDP student. You might be wondering, it's July 2nd. Why am I filming this? What's the occasion? Well, in about 4 days, my IBDP results will be released. So, normally I wouldn't be filming this, right? Like, this is something private. I might as well look at it, wallow in it, maybe in sadness, or, revel in happiness, and just move on, hopefully. But seeing that I've only done the IBDP once and will never do it again in my life, I might as well do something special. I shall let you guys see if my 2 years of hard work and stress were in vain or not. So for those of you who've clicked on the video, I'm assuming you guys know what the IBDP is. If so, go to the timestamp linked in the description so you can get a good background check on me. If you're here for the reactions, go to the second timestamp down in the description. However, if you are just a clueless person who just decided to click on this one random video, and you're wondering what the hell is the IBDP program, you're in luck. I'll give you a quick rundown of it. So sit back and hear me out. Post-editing here, I would like to put a bit of a disclaimer by asking you guys to take my explanation of the IBDP with a grain of salt. Because I was initially serious with my explanation, but then it just devolved into a slightly more opinionated venting session. If you want to understand the IBDP without any bias, then please check out the official International Baccalaureate website or even Wikipedia. They explain it much better than I can. However, if you'd like to hear how I felt during the IB, then by all means keep watching. Anyways, back to the video. The IBDP program, or the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, is essentially a 2-year program where you pick 6 different courses, each being in a different subject group, like math, science, arts, humanities, whatnot, and survive for the next 2 years. Now, each course can be separated into a standard level or a higher level version. And a lot of students would actually go for a ratio of 3:3, so 3 higher levels and 3 standard levels. There are a couple of exceptions, I won't get into them. And each subject has a maximum score of 7. So in total, you get a maximum total score of 42. And the thing is, the IBDP is graded out of 45. So where does the extra 3 points come from? Well, they come in the form of the freaking EE, CAS, and TOK. These are the core subjects you would be taking if you were to do the full IBDP program. So starting off with the EE, it is the extended essay. And all I can say that is basically the bane of my existence materialized and made tangible in the form of a 4,000-word essay. This is where you get to pick a topic of your choice or subject like biology, and you get to delve into whatever topic and do some whack research with it. That killed me. As for TOK, or Theory of Knowledge, it's basically what I think my school would say it's a watered-down philosophy course, but it's actually more something like epistemology, like the actual theory of knowledge. What we essentially do is that we take some time, we look at how knowledge, I'm just scratching the surface with this explanation. We are looking at how knowledge is, obtained, how we interpret, perceive, analyze it, and how we transfer it. Once you take TOK, it's going to be a lot more complicated than you think. For this, we have to do a TOK exhibition in our first year of DP and a 1,500-word essay for our final year. Both the EE and the TOK will be graded on a scale of A to E. I believe a E should be the lowest score because that is basically a failing grade. If you get an E in either the TOK essays or EE, you're done. Your 2 years of hard work and effort are all gone. And depending on how well you do on each of these courses, you can get a certain level of points. For example, if you get an A or B in like a combination of A and B in either of those two, you can get the full 3 marks. Anything below 2 and C and D, like 0 points. Now, CAS. CAS stands for Creativity, Activity, and Service. Honestly, it doesn't sound too bad in comparison to the other two. You're doing something. you could be doing something you enjoy, and I agree, like, it's not the most sufferable thing, but damn, you have to keep track of everything. And you have to actually get a minimum amount of hours or experiences or just experience doing things in each of these three categories. And really, that's the one thing that makes or breaks the IBDP program in the end. If you get such a good score in like all the aforementioned things and you get a fail, like the student did failed CAS, yeah, it amounts to nothing anymore. So yeah, that is essentially what the IBDP is all about. Now, as a background check for myself, I did the full IBDP, and my HLs were biology, chemistry, and psychology, while my SLs were math, analysis and approaches, Chinese B, and English language and literature. And for my EE, I did a biology report, where essentially I carry on an experiment and documenting how I basically committed bacteria genocide with the use of Chinese medicine herbs. As for my predicted grades, my school doesn't actually release them. It's pretty interesting. But I still want to get like a good idea of what I should expect, right? So naturally, I figured that I would base everything off of the report cards I've gotten throughout the semesters, my DP semesters, and my own personal feeling of them. My report cards say that I would be getting a full 42 out of 42 for my subjects, which is actually pretty good. But looking back at my assessments and how I felt during the exams and the IAs, internal assessments, I felt that some of these might differ. For example, like biology, chemistry, and English. Now, biology and chemistry, I am not confident in some of my exams, and for chemistry, I am not confident in my IA in particular. So that might be a 6, those two. English might also be a 6 because looking at how I typically write my papers, I don't think I'm not a good enough student to get a 7. My writing, it sucks. English is my first language, and yet I am still horrible at it. As for my EE and TOK, they don't put out an exact like predicted grade in the report card, so they just say I passed or something like that. But for me at least, how I feel during my EE, I think I would be getting a B or C, and I think the same can be said for my TOK essay. So all in all, I think I might be getting a predicted score. My predicted score, let me do the math real quick. Could be something along the lines of 41, 42. No, not 42. Maybe 41. But if I'm lucky, I could get more. I don't know. So yeah, with that being said, I have to now play the waiting game for 4 days. I guess I'll see you guys in July 6th. Okay. It's 8 o'clock right now, 8 p.m. over here, and it's when my results should be coming out. So I'm just gonna refresh the page. First up, English A, Lang and Lit. I predicted a 6 for this, so that's what I'm going to be expecting. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I got a 6 for it. No big surprise there. Whew. There goes my IB 45, but that's okay. I didn't expect that. Next is Chinese B, Mandarin SL. Now, this one is, I'm still confident about it, but I know I'm a bit concerned about my written exam because I went over the word limit. And my oral is also, to me at least, a bit concerning. But I think my reading and listening should be enough to get me a 7. All right. There we go. A 7 for Mandarin BSL. Very nice. Next one is Psychology HL. Ooh. Now, I'm very confident about psychology because it's actually the HL that I do the best in terms of grades. I've been consistent, but I think, and the paper one in for my time zone, I'm time zone 2. It was pretty easy. It was really easy, but the second paper, I I kind of restricted myself to one topic, and the question I got was pretty difficult. Had I not looked at the past papers, I would have not be able to do that question. So yeah, I'm still hoping it's a 7. All right, let's check. There we go. It's 7. I got 7 in the HL. Yes. All right. Next, we have my biology EE. Yeah, I said it was a B or C before. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not too confident about it because I think I could have done a lot better in some of my analysis for the EE. I got a B. Let's go. Whew. If I get an A for TOK, that'd be really surprising. But yeah. Biology HL. Oh. Yeah, like, I don't know. My time zone 2 paper 2 was really hard. And I don't know how well I did for my IA. I think I'm confident in my paper 1. I'm not so sure. I'm just praying that the curve is good for me. Okay, let's check. 7! Let's go. Oh my goodness. It's funny because I keep saying Bio HL is my favorite class, and it is. It's really interesting, but the thing is, I don't do the best in it compared to all my other classes, so there's my pride. Let's go. Chemistry HL. Oh, this one's the other 6 that I was predicting, because my IA, according to my teacher, wasn't exactly ideal. So, and I know the test that I got, in my opinion at least, was really easy. So I think the curves were, I think, more favored towards the higher percentages. So I'm really hoping my IA does not screw me over. Yes, 7! Okay. There we go. Oh my god. And math AASL, this is actually my most confident SL I got. I think it's an easy 7. There we go. Easy 7. And finally, TOK. I think I'm gonna get a B or C. Because I know I procrastinated hard on that essay. Okay, I got a C. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. So no additional subject. I got 2 points, which is really good. Total points 43. I got my diploma! Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Whew. So that was actually a lot better than I predicted. By 2 points. Oh, finally. Okay, so that was my IBDP grades. It's safe to say that I'm really satisfied with them. I did not expect it to turn out better than what I had predicted for myself. I think partly because I was really pessimistic with some of like the tests that I took, like bio and chem. However, looking back at some of the grade boundaries, like my HL boundaries, there definitely was a reason for me to be like stressed about it, because after looking at the grade boundaries, I saw that I was really close to getting a 6 for some of them. Like for bio and psych, I was 1 mark away from the lowest boundary. Chem, not as much, but damn, like the grade boundaries were really low for a lot of the subjects in comparison to last year, so pretty thankful for that, or else I would have gotten like a flat 36 for my subjects. So yeah, English was as expected for my grade boundaries. TOK, I was 1 mark away from getting a B. But it's fine. It would have been like still a 2 bonus points. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I know it's provisional, but a 43 out of 45. That's pretty good. So if you made it to this part of the video, I thank you guys for, bearing with me for, like this 15, 16, 17 minutes. And I hope you've enjoyed the rest of your summer. Bye.